Dr. Airsoft here at the PTS, well, not really booth, PTS stand at SHOT.
We're leveraging on our relationship with KWA and their parent company Yikai, and they've afforded us this little 3x9 section, which we really appreciate, because we're able to show you some of the products that we've been making along with their OEM. And they're also being very kind to let us showcase some of the stuff that we're not actually making with them, some of the stuff that we're making ourselves.
And specifically, we're looking at the new PMAG you have there.
Not a PMAG. It's called the EPM, the Enhanced Polymer Mag. The reason why we call it that is basically we looked at all the features that are out there for the magazines, not just the PMAG, but like all of them, including features that are not out there on magazines that we wanted to see. And we took all those things, we put them on paper, like let's make a magazine that we want to see designed. You know, without all the legacy of all that other stuff that came before it, let's design the magazine.
And part of this was when we play in games, we play with mid caps.
Yeah, you know, not everyone plays with mid caps. I love mid caps. You know, I don't like the rattle, but I know some people do because a lot of people like to go play CQB and they like high caps, whatever. That's cool, and we probably will come up with a high cap eventually, I'm assuming. But right now, we're coming out with a mid cap. Now, mid caps in the past were always 120 rounds. And a lot of people try to push past the 120 round mark. I've seen some 180 rounds. But then what happens is you go to a certain point, you actually start losing some reliability issues because you're trying to put too much stuff into the confines of that magazine. We were able to adjust some of the geometry on the inside of our magazine so that we can at least fit 150 rounds. So this new PMAG, this new mag.
I'm sorry, I got you doing it.
Yeah, this new EPM holds 150 rounds, same reliability as before. As I was telling you earlier, the cool thing is this fake bullet window at the bottom of this, there's actually a follower there. So when you fully load the magazine, that follower comes into view and you can see it from both sides. It's a little orange follower.
So we know now this one's fully loaded.
This is fully loaded, so don't hit the follower because it'll just spray in my face. But yeah, this is fully loaded. So the great thing is I can have this on a table, I can pull it out of a pouch, whatever, or somebody can give me a mag that I need. And I look at it, I'm like, okay, I can see the orange follower, I know it's fully loaded, and I can go ahead and just rock and roll with this thing right now. So that was a really cool feature that I wasn't aware of they're going to integrate because I was involved in more of the external design of it. But I'm really excited because it's a very cool design. Other features, I'll work my way from the top down. It's got faux feed lips, so we're supposed to enhance your ability to insert into magwell, but it gives you some more of an illusion of just rather than a square top, gives you more of the aesthetics of a real magazine. But other cool things such as right here on the magwell guides, you know, previous magazines, they often had little nubs on the side. We got a lot of feedback from people saying that kind of stuff, you know, is cool, but a lot of people think we're using things like the HSGI tacos, and they're really good versatile mag pouches, but those little nubs would snag on the shock cord, and that was pretty annoying to a lot of people, especially trying to insert them back into pouches or pulling from. So this is kind of more of a anti-snag type design, but still a really good sort of a magwell guide. Now, working our way down, we have recessed panels for if you want to do your beer can grip, so you have some pretty aggressive sort of texture right there. And we already talked about the faux bullet window with the follower. Now, for me, what I was most impressed about with this magazine is the base pad. On this bottom section right here, we've got a little dot matrix. But the cool thing about this section of the base pad right here is a rubberized overmold. And the cool thing about the rubberized overmold is it gives you a little bit more traction. It gives you, you know, if it's a wet surface, you get more surface contact. You know, this little overmold with this angle is designed so that it can pretty much stand on its own. And if it's in a gun, you have better stability because you have more surface contact with that area, but there's not so much meat in front of that it will inhibit your ability to be able to decline the angle of the magazine, the gun, so you're going to be able to shoot at a lower angle. And it's also not going to feel weird when it's in your palm of your hand. It's also not going to inhibit the ability for you to be able to put it in a mag pouch and close the flap. And that was all really good feedback we were trying to integrate into this magazine. Last but not least, a lot of guys are saying, you know, when we put magazines in our pouches, sometimes they're really deep pouches, and we can't get the magazine out very easily. A lot of them were putting grip tape on the front of the mag. Well, we said, well, why don't you try this? And we tried it, and we put a little tab on the front. And the cool thing about a tab is when it's in a pouch, you can easily grab this, very, very easily, get enough leverage to be able to pull it out of the mag pouch. It's already indexed for you, and you can just either roll it into your hand for a beer can grip, or you can do whatever you want if you want to insert it like this, which a lot of people do, which is all good. But you know, also if you want to do a beer can grip, it's also giving you the right amount of distance from the base of the mag, because if you get too far down in the mag, it's going to inhibit your ability to put it in a mag well. If you get a little bit further up, you want to be able to get it up there really easily. It's nice and smooth. Compatibility-wise, we've been asked about that. Compatible with all version 2 style AEGs, including also compatible with the new PTS ERG. Obviously, it won't have the bolt lock function, but it's still compatible. Also, people ask me about the 416 type platform. You know, CA, VSC, they both make 416 type platforms. The 416 has a unique type of magwell. This is completely compatible with those. And we've also been asked a lot about MSRP. Now, yeah, granted, there's a rubberized overmold. Granted, there's a lot more complexity of it. We know that we need to make this competitively priced. So, officially, unofficially, I'm not sure, but as far as I know, this is going to be priced approximately the same as a regular PMAG that we used to sell in the past. But this is the EPM, and this is our own mag design.
They come in a box of 10, box of 6.
I believe they're sold as singles. I don't know if they're going to be sold in larger quantities. I'm not sure. That's all good questions. And then in terms of color, it'll come out immediately with black and FDE. And definitely is going to eventually come out with OD green. And there's a few other cool colors that they're pushing for, well, I'm pushing for, that I'm hoping to see before the end of the year as well.
Okay, thanks a lot, Alex. We do have a new, now I was going to call it the wrong kind of mag. It's called the
EPM, the Enhanced Polymer Mag. We have a whole bunch of enhanced polymer series coming out because, you know, that's what we do. We do polymer accessories extremely well. You know, we kind of set the standard for it because we work with DuPont. They developed the Zytel polymer formula for us, and all our polymers have been made from, all our mags in the past have been made from that. This is the EPM. We also got EPG, which is the Enhanced Polymer Grip. And then we have a design for the EPS, Enhanced Polymer Stock. So got a lot of really cool stuff coming out for 2014. We're really excited about it.
We'll be looking for that. Alex, thanks for showing us the EPM. From SHOT Show 2014, this is Dr. Airsoft.